seems like every time I come to Dixon, it's like this. It's beautiful out. So I love coming to Dixon, love being with you. This is such a great community, wonderful area. We are really excited. We've got about a little less than 30 days left in this campaign. We're going to see some real change in Springfield with Bill Brady, and out in Washington, D.C. With getting some significant changes happening there. The incumbent that I'm running against doesn't really listen to us. He is not out here. He's much more concerned with what Nancy Pelosi tells him to do. We need someone who's listening to us, who's available to us. To me, I think we need common sense out in Washington, D.C. The idea that you can't spend money you don't have. That's common sense that we have in our families and in our businesses, and yet they've lost touch with us out in Washington, D.C. Something happens when they cross the Potomac, where all of a sudden they start thinking it's their money, that they can do whatever they want to with it, that it's their position, that they can benefit from it, take care of their friends and family. That's got to stop. We need people out there working for us, listening to us, caring about what's important to us. So that's our message over these next days, is just to be connecting with as many people as we can, saying we need common sense. We need people willing to stand up and fight for the American people, fight for the 14th Congressional District, get people working again, get jobs created. I talk to manufacturers all over this district who are wonderful manufacturers. They make products that are the best in the world. And yet, you know what? They're scared to death. They're not scared that they can't do the job. They know they can do the job. They know that their employees can create these products that people will want all over the world. What they're scared of is what Washington, D.C. is going to do to them, what government is going to do to them. It's no longer what's government going to do for me, it's what's government going to do to me. And it's absolutely upside down. They have no idea what their taxes are going to be. They have no idea how much health care is going to cost them. They don't know how much their property is going to be worth item after item after item that the federal government is putting out there that's destroying the ability to create more jobs. So we need to change that. To me, it was so, again, ridiculous this week that Congress adjourned and our congressman adjourned and left without voting on where our taxes are going to be on January 1st. They left Washington 3 weeks early, and they raised every single level of tax. Every single taxpayer will pay higher taxes because of what they've done. Every tax bracket will go up. We've got to stand up and say that this is wrong. In a time of recession, when we're having to tighten our belts, Washington has to tighten its belt as well. So we need leaders, officials out in Washington, D.C. who get it. Understand that common sense, that we need accountable government officials listening to us, responding to us, working for us, and we need responsible spending out in Washington, D.C. We need them to understand that this is our money that they're spending. It's not their money to play with. So things are going great. We see absolute desperation by Bill Foster, my opponent. You see the mailers go out, there's nothing about what he's done. He can't talk about what he's done. He can't talk about the fact that he's voted with Nancy Pelosi 92.5% of the time. I go around this district and ask, do any of you agree with Nancy Pelosi 92.5% of the time? I haven't met one yet, but Congressman Foster does. Our representative in Washington does. We've got to change that. He's lying about my record. I'm opposed to taxes. I'm the only one who signed a pledge that I will not raise taxes. We've got to lower taxes. I'm also fighting for families. I'm proud of the work that I do. Small little company here in Illinois that provides investment advice to families. They've turned that around and said somehow the 10 of us created the housing crash. It's ridiculous. You need to understand how desperate they are. Nancy Pelosi wants to hold on to her pawns, and one of her pawns that she's got is Bill Foster, our congressman. So don't listen to her. Dig into it. Do the research. Look at the records. Look at my voting record. Look at his voting record. Any day of the week, I will have you take a look at our two records and see that I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. Exactly the opposite with the incumbent there. So thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting Bill Brady. I've worked with Bill in the House and in the Senate. He is a good man, a great man. He is someone that's going to get things done down in Springfield. What I'm most excited about is that he's going to stand up to Mike Madigan. If Pat Quinn wins, he's going to be a wet noodle. We need things turned around, and Bill Brady can do that. He can clean up Springfield. We've been fighting together, but the numbers have been stacked against us. I served with Bill in the state Senate there, and I served with Tim Bivens, a great friend of mine, wonderful supporter. Along with Tim and Bill and myself, there's 22 of us right now, Republicans in the state Senate, versus 37 Democrats. They're controlling the show down there, and they're making a mess of it. We've got to clean it up. Bill Brady can do that. Tim Bivens is doing a wonderful job for you all, and I need your help in sending me out to Washington, D.C., so I can work for you out there. Fight for our jobs. Fight for our families. Fight for our future. This is the most important election of our lifetime. This election, November 2nd, 2010. And we can start voting right now. So I encourage you to go vote even this afternoon. Go make sure you get that done, and take 10 people with you. We got to send a message throughout Illinois and throughout America that we're fed up. We want our country back. And we can get our country back by winning back the 14th Congressional District and winning back America. God bless you all. Let's support Republicans, conservatives, people fighting for us this time. Let's turn things around and let's win back our country. God bless you all. Thank you so much.